Welcome back, breakers and enterers, to Gone Rogue. Last time we did our first robbery at the butcher shop. This time, we'll be having an intermission, which we'll be having between, well, every mission. I'm going to read what this is. A letter on the nightstand. It's from B. B's letter. Hello, Jack. I'm sorry that you have to find out everything from this letter, but I couldn't tell you everything in person. I've been tired of this life for a long time. We are surrounded by one rabble that does not care about either the fate of the party or the fate of the state. I feel that I am capable of more. The state needs the help of each of us. Therefore, secretly from you, I applied for a transfer to the frontline hospital. And that has already been approved, and it has already been approved for me. By the time you read these lines, I'm probably already halfway to Holy Defenders Hospital. At first, I will work as a nurse. What will happen next? Time will tell. I hope you understand me. I hope that you will understand me someday. With love, B. Alright. Well, do what you gotta do. Got some things in our house. B. Even after so many troubles and trials, you do this. Ah well. Go talk to Carl. Good morning, Jack. Hello, Jack. I see that you're not empty-handed. Wait, what is that smell? You stink even worse than usual, which is already pretty bad, if I have not told you already. I visited a butcher shop last night. You know perfectly well what he sells. Who doesn't know? His damn shop reeks of rotten stuff for half a block. By the way, since we're all talking, of course, do you want to take another walk tonight? Winks, nudges? Why today? There was a rumor that tonight the slaughterhouse workers will be sent to work on the improvement of the Peace Square. Soon, we will have Unity Day, of course. Preparations for the celebration are in full swing. Do you understand what I'm getting at? Sure, of course. It'd be a great opportunity to walk into a half-empty block, right? That is right. However, it can still be dangerous. Therefore, I want to show you one trick to distract opponents. Pulls out a homemade bomb-like structure, most likely a bomb. This is what is called a pepper bomb. It is my own invention that no one else has. Well, it's not really a bomb, it's more of a petard. You know, it's a slight difference, but it matters. Semantics matter. But if it hits you in the face, it's going to hurt. It's going to have capsaicin everywhere. You're not going to like it. It's not hard to make these petards yourself, of course, but I can teach you. It'll cost you as, a friend, $50 dues. Or you can do me a favor in the future. I'll just pay you $50. Well, that's great. Now listen. Carl talks about the secret of making the paper petards. Again, I remind you that you need 2 portions of hot peppers, some scrap metal, and a can of canned food, instead of the uncanned variety, which should never be in a can. Be sure to eat half of the canned food. You'll need all the strength you can for an accurate throw. Anyway, leave the other half in the can for some better stickiness of the pepper mixture. You can always use my workbench and tools to make your petards. The workbench is in the shed, just opposite of us, in case you have forgotten. But remember that petards are an easy way to solve problems. And if you use them too often, you might hinder your thieving abilities. Although it never hurts to throw a pepper into a patrolman's face once. That will show them what they get. Yeah, thanks, Carl. I think your pepper petards will be very useful to me in the future. So what have you got there? Did you bring anything for sale? Yeah, and of course, I lost all my lockpicks. Once again, old Jack. Always doing that. I warned you, always take lockpicks with you in reserve. You can go to the barn and make yourself a few more. The workbench is at your disposal. Yeah, alright, thanks, Carl. Advices? Let's see. How do you look at passing on your experience to the younger generation? I see you have enough strength and perseverance to learn some real thieving skills. You would make for a worthy successor, because we have legacies of thieving, right? Hacking with a crowbar is fast and reliable. But don't forget to take the lockpicks with you, because sometimes silence is more important than speed. If you need to open a safe or an iron door, well, you can't do it, missing an apostrophe, without the drill. So far, your skills are not developed enough, and some locks may seem too difficult for you. Picking such locks will negatively affect your concentration level. With low concentration, any work performed will be much worse. So either find a way to restore your concentration, or just completely pass by the difficult locks. If you can't pick a lock because people are walking around, well, try using some rendered fat, commonly known as lard. Picking grease locks is much quieter. If someone notices you then, most likely they will call for the help of others. Then, to try to trace where you ran. In search of a thief, people can inspect their homes and nearby territory along unpredictable routes. So always be on the lookout. If you're running away from a chase in the street, dive into the nearest bushes. It will be much easier to hide from it. The bushes will help avoid the street lighting and, well, staying in the saving darkness. Darkness is your best friend and ally. The intensity of the darkness can differ both indoors and outdoors. The stronger the shadow, the slower the attention of the surrounding people. Also, while you are in the dark, you can hide below low objects such as boxes, tables, sofas, and other furniture. Alright? If you're cornered, throw in those petards at your opponent and run away. Just remember to use the petards. It'll increase the alarm level, which is a mechanic as well as just the, rules of our world. You'll know this. You should not steal things that are in plain sight, Jack, like you did in demonstrative purposes. Their loss can be easily noticed and raised unnecessary alarm for you. Therefore, some things are better not touched at all. But some things are worth it, like cold hard cash, which you have used to buy my petard recipe. Watch the situation, carefully study the routes of the guards. But always keep in mind that any moment, the situation can change dramatically, like that guy hitting down the stairs at the butcher shop. The guard may will have urgent business. The owner will return to the house, the hidden camera will turn on, or a dog will come running, going bark, 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 bark. It's hard to hide from doggies, by the way. From whatever side you approach, they will smell it through undisclosed means. A nose, perhaps? So it's better for you to bypass them. Make your way through the bushes. By the way, I heard one interesting thing. If you bite a dog by the ear, he will take you as the leader and will no longer bark at you. I have not tested it myself, so your mileage may vary. Did you remember anything? You can achieve mastery only by applying advice received over practice. Challenge difficulties and comprehend meaning. Use all the tools to the fullest. And step over failures and defeats and find the strength to try and try again. Alright, Carl. I didn't think you had such a rich thieving experience. Now I feel much more confident, and I am especially surprised on your advice about these dogs. You haven't tried it yourself. I've acquired a new specialization. We haven't really talked about those yet, but they're very important. That's why we went through all that dialogue. I have not always been a buyer of stolen goods. I either fought in the war or had to steal. So have you ever been to the front line? Well, let's leave that topic for the future. We've talked enough already. The viewers probably want you to talk to someone else. We got a perk point. We got a new specialization, Leader of the Pack. Let's go ahead and look at those real quick. We currently have 3 specializations. We have Contract with the Devil. You can save unlimited times, but your alarm grows twice as fast. This is pretty good when you're just investigating levels. It's pretty great. Factory Worker. This one I'll probably always take. At the end of the robbery, Jack puts his tools in order and restores their durability. durability. It does not work on complex electronics or completely broken instruments, so they have to have at least one durability left. And the electronic hacking devices that we've yet to see are not fixable because of reasons. And leader of the pack. You don't have to really worry about dogs anymore. If you run near them, they will bark, but as long as you don't run, they're just like, oh, it's Jack. Hey, Jack. Oh my goodness, it's Jack. Let's go ahead and make some petards, shall we? So there's some scrap metal. There's another one of these. All kinds of nice little freebies here. More stuff up there. Let's go grab it. Is that still on the backside? No, it's just the window. There's a few things that you can actually make. There's also some cans back there, but we want to make these picks first and foremost. They're the most important part. The petards aren't really that important. We can buy those. Can you... Jack, please, you're upsetting me. I hate when you upset me. So we'll go grab those. We'll grab some food. And use that later. We don't really need petards now, but we probably should throw one at a guard now and then. Just get our raider experience up. Let's talk to Big Al over here. Alright, give as much as you can spare. Yeah, what you need this money for, man? Don't they give you your allotted portion of porridge anymore? I'm not looking for any benefits for myself. Anything I can manage to collect, I'd immediately give to the orphans from the local re-educational orphanage. Re-educational orphanage, as it were. A child can live for a whole week on one food stamp, but they often don't have any. Don't even have that. All they have to do is search through the barrels of the garbage. It's hard to imagine what they can even find there. These sickly, my voice is changing on this, man. These sickly little creatures know no guilt beyond the fact that their parents perished at the front or are rotting in the cells of many prisons, but the orphanage workers treat the children worse than prisoners of war. Your words are like a knife in my heart. I promise that from now on, all the food stamps I get will go to feed those children. A light flashed in the depths of his pale eyes. Your help will not be forgotten. Hundreds of children will thank you, presumably. Probably not in this video game on camera, but it will happen. He looks at you with gratitude. We'll give him the food stamps. There you go. He thanks Jack with a silent bow and a meek look in his kind eyes. Not cold eyes. They're full of warmth. And maybe other things. Wait, I don't want to go in there. I want to talk to our boy Carl. Because I want to sell some things. Let's haggle. We can sell all of our stuff. There's some things and stuff in there. He leaves us. That button's real nice. It's just like, sell the things that don't matter. Okay. Because you do that a lot in this game. We still have our canned food and our hot pepper, our wine. We can turn this into things and stuff, so it's, left it with us. We can always sell those things, of course, but we don't need to. So let's go ahead and see what other people we can find around here. There's still more. Call now. Get additional people for Lethal to Voice for absolutely free. I can't go in there yet? Interesting. I can't pick that. It's in the slums. Store's not open yet. Interesting. Also, one thing I didn't show you last time is there's a map. Say a map. So we can go ahead and go over here. You can just click on things on the map and our boy will go to it. Go and center the mouse. I don't think this woman has anything to actually tell us, but we might as well go see her. It's Dorothy. Why just stare when you can come and buy? Here, fresh vegetables have just been brought in. Fresh. I was going to say, are they fresh? There's vegetables. There's not so fresh vegetables. She has hats for ladies, women's perfume. She has beer, food stamps if we want to buy more for our friend over there. No, that's really necessary, but there it is. Let's see what other things do we have. Now, I don't think there's any other places for us to go. But we need to go to the slaughterhouse next. We could get a petard. Why don't we just go buy a petard, shall we? Let's use the map. It's easier to get to Carl's house this way. I didn't know about this map, and I was just wandering through the town when I first played this game. Much easier this way. Do you have any things in your house? I don't see anything there. Let me just buy your petards. Where should I go? These things are like 30, state bucks each. They're not that bad, all things considered. Probably should buy that too. We'll buy one petard. It has 2 uses for some reason. I guess because you use 2 cans to make these, so you effectively have 2. Anyway, that kind of concludes this whole little intermission thing. It really wasn't that long an episode, but they will get longer probably. Next time, we're going to head to the slaughterhouse, and we're going to rob, well, the slaughterhouse quarter. It's where the people work. It's not the actual, I don't think the actual slaughterhouse is there. It's just where the workers live. We're going to go there, we're going to rob people, and we're going to have a good time doing it. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.